Last time on Square Roots, Jade joins the Iris Network, uncovers a conspiracy, and rescues a secret agent / new best friend. Later, they took my pig. Have you heard anything about a pig? I want my pig back. I'm finding my pig.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Vanessa.
And Vanessa.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Matt.
Just a quick reminder, Johnny is still out on vacation.
Yeah? Jim, are you going to say hi to us? We said hi to you.
Hi, guys. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Johnny is still out on vacation. He's having fun Johnny times. That guy who used to be on the show. That one guy. What's his name?
Mr. Flavor Commentary.
The Canadian.
Yeah. But
vlog.
We are here, and I would like to remind you that this is a podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs, except for this time when we're going to talk about Beyond Good and Evil.
And last week when we talked about a movie. We're really fucking this whole show up.
And potentially next time, depending on how the current vote goes.
Yeah, that's true. We do. Yeah, that's a good segue, Vanessa. We should remind our listeners that we do have a vote live on our Patreon. If you're a subscriber at the $5 level, you can vote on the game that we're going to play next after we finish Beyond Good and Evil, which as of the release of this episode, 2 weeks, we'll be playing a new game. So,
well, that means that the vote is over at the end of this week.
That's true. Yeah. Just to remind, in case listeners don't know, we have some real hot 2010 games as part of this vote. And let's see, what games did we pick? I picked Heavy Rain. Vanessa picked...
I picked Fable 3.
Vanessa picked Fable 3. Matt picked...
Birth by Sleep.
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and Johnny picked Enslaved Odyssey to the West.
Which is not a real game, as far as I know. I've never heard of it.
It's a real game. Andy Serkis is in it.
Just so that we're all on the same page, if Johnny's game wins, but for some reason he chooses not to come back after his vacation, if he just chooses to extend his vacation, his choice is null and void.
Yeah,
it's true.
Get vetoed. I feel like if you're not present, like if you're not an active host at the conclusion of a vote, the other host can veto if your pick wins.
And we'll just pick the second highest voted? We'll do a quick runoff of the three remaining.
We'll pick something else that we want to play, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 13. The best game of 2010.
Well.
What do we do on the show?
Nothing.
I already said it.
We don't do anything.
We talk about hot gaming goss. We do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's called a segment, Jim. It's a segment that we do on the show.
We do the segment on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it.
Do it then. Who's stopping you?
I don't have a lot. I only have one thing to talk about, and I feel like I should. Well, you know what? I'll just say it. They announced the release date of the new Bloober game that's coming out. I don't know if you guys have heard of the hotly anticipated new survival horror game called Chronos: The New Dawn.
Oh, I saw a trailer for that today during the Nintendo Direct. It looked terrible.
Doesn't look terrible. It looks good.
It looks like trash.
Looks good. There was a rumor swirling early this morning that it was being released in September, and then that was confirmed by the release date trailer that was shown during the Nintendo Direct today. I will say it's kind of a weird release thing that they have. Apparently, you can play the game 2 days early if you pay for the $70 deluxe edition, but you cannot pre-order the game on PS5, or you can't pre-order the standard version of the game. For PS5, PC, or Xbox, you can only pre-order the standard version of the game on the Switch 2 for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. I know. But I mean, why would you pre-order a game now anyway?
Sounds like a real
Yeah.
blooper from Bloober. Am I right?
Nice, dude.
Hey.
Also some more Bloober related news. One of their, I don't know if you guys know about, do you guys know about Bloober? You guys know what's up with Bloober?
We don't know about it. You've been saying the name all day. Every time
Yeah.
we've been like, what are you talking about? You don't give
That's
us a
like
straight answer.
That's like at the end of a movie when they like show scenes that were cut because the actor laughed or somebody messed up like a line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or like those sports reels they show where like a wide receiver's pants fall down after he catches a football or something.
Those are
But
my
no,
favorite.
Bloober's
Like Dorf the golfer, right? Is that bloopers?
Maybe. Y'all ever see a blooper where the actor is like just genuinely pissed off at themselves? Like it's not funny. They just say the wrong line and then they're like, shit, fuck, god damn it. Okay, go again. It's so uncomfortable.
Bloober is a game developer that has made such games as Observer, the one with Rutger Hauer in it. They made Layers of Fear, which is like a walking simulator horror game. They made Blair Witch, which is kind of another walking simulator horror game. They made the Silent Hill 2 remake. They made The Medium. I bring this up because The Medium is a bad game. It's shitty. I will also give some more background. Bloober was widely known to make kind of shitty video games until the Silent Hill 2 remake came out. And then everyone's like, "Oh man, Bloober is great." So people are
Wow.
kind of hotly anticipating this new game, but
Sounds like real solid logic there. We make shitty games, but if we take somebody else's game and just put a coat of paint on it, maybe we can do it good. You know what? It's fine. You anticipate the hell out of that game. You enjoy yourself.
The other announcement that I have in relation to Bloober is that The Medium, which is a game that they made a few years ago, is getting a movie for some reason. I don't know why. The game is really bad, and it has a really terrible twist where they kind of try to go for lazy tension by introducing an essay, child essay subplot.
Oh, no.
I don't like that.
And it's bad, and it's gross, and unnecessary. And just the game wasn't very fun to play. You guys have any hot gaming goss?
I don't. Is that where you're ending that? Ooh.
Yeah, it's your job to pick that up.
Okay, I got some cool news. I got lots of cool news. Speaking of the Nintendo Direct, there were a couple of big pieces of news today. Two huge announcements from Squeenix, from Square. They have a new HD 2D action RPG coming out. The trailer, I thought, looked pretty fucking great. Really excited for it, which I'm saying to preface the name of the game, which is The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales.
Oh, it's an E.T. story.
It's not the best name I've ever heard for a game. In fact, it might be one of the
what
worst.
Was the one? Like, one of you guys just said something like Extract Dawn, New Horizon 2.
Chronos, the New Dawn.
Yeah, video games don't have good names. They're not supposed to, and they don't, and they can't.
Let me counter that by saying Final Fantasy, great name.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Quest, excellent name. You know what's a great name for a video game, Vanessa? Secret of Mana.
Ooh, that is a good name.
And now we're getting The Adventures of Elliot. Anyway, it looks good, so bad title to the side, I guess. Pretty exciting news. And also, they announced a new Octopath Traveler game. Octopath Traveler 0 is coming out at the end of this year. Now, it is kind of a remake of a mobile Octopath Traveler game, but there was a whole PR release about it that basically phrased it like, we took the story of the mobile game and remade it as a real game. Which okay, that's fine. People love those Octopath Traveler games. I haven't played one.
Me either.
Vanessa?
Me neither.
Wow, we are fucking terrible games journalists, which we're definitely.
It's one of those games that like I'm curious about, but it never goes on sale, so I'm not.
Goes on sale all the time.
Curious.
I think it's $20 on Steam right now. I think it's $23
Never
right now.
goes on sale. It's never been on sale,
Never.
and it never will.
We were talking about it. It was also, it has been on Game Pass for like 3 years, which I know you have.
Traveler has. Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway, so speaking of, this is, I don't know that any of you are going to be interested in this, but I thought I'd bring it up just in case. If Johnny was here, I bet he would be excited. Pac-Man World 2. That's right. The 3D platforming Pac-Man game from 25 years ago is getting a full-blown remake for the Switch 2.
Cool.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
Kind of like the ghosts.
This looks like a Mario 3D Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, whatever, like a 3D Mario looking game.
Oh, is this the one where like you controlled the little spherical Pac-Man guy around?
Yeah, he looks like the one from the cartoons. He's got the arms and legs.
Every Pac-Man game, you control the little Pac-Man guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but not in a 3D world. You didn't you didn't take the important part of my sentence, Vanessa.
That's not necessarily true, because there is a new Pac-Man game coming out where you control a man with a sword, and Pac-Man is just like an evil monster that lives over your shoulder. Oh, is it?
What?
Yeah, it came out like 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It's called.
I have not heard.
Yeah, it's called. What's it? It's called. It's not called Pac-Man. It's called fucking Lost Trials. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've heard it's got a really dense story that's really fucking boring.
Speaking of hot game goss, here's some real goss for you. That Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, the new Ninja Gaiden game, came out, and the reviews
side scroller, right?
Fucking hot reviews. Yeah, it's a side scroller.
Looks pretty cool, but those Ninja Gaiden games are hard.
Yeah, it looks really fucking hard. So I'm probably never gonna play it. And speaking of like just straight up goss, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, that legit fucking great looking 2D brawler Marvel game that's coming out, I think later this year or maybe next year, released or revealed a couple more playable characters this week. The first one is Silver Surfer. Boring.
It's a lady.
Nope, this one is Nornrad, the dude.
Nobody likes Nornrad anymore. We like lady. I don't know her name.
I don't like any of them. I think the Silver Surfer is the most boring character around.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Why is he a surfer?
Yeah, because he was created like in the fucking 60s when surfing was cool or something. I don't know, Jim. Why is anything in comic books?
Why do you need a surfboard to fly in outer space?
Great question. He seems to have the ability to do anything.
Without?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She got you.
Don't let Elon Musk. He'll steal your idea for the space surfboard.
Anyway, the other character that they announced, Beta Ray Bill. That's right, Beta Ray Bill. Jim, tell us about Beta Ray Bill.
I have no idea what that is.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what Beta Ray Bill is.
The horse?
Nobody knows.
The alien horse version of Thor, the God of Thunder, Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah. Beta Ray Bill used to be a horse, but then in the 1990s, he was retconned into a horse alien, and he hooked up with Linda Danvers, a.k.a. Supergirl, a.k.a. Matrix.
No. He was a horse alien from a planet of horse aliens. And
they're called Corbinites.
Lifted somebody just fucking hopped on Wikipedia. He lifted the hammer of Thor and became the mighty Thor. And then, I don't know, Thor got his hammer back, but Beta Ray Bill got his own version of the hammer. You know what? I got a soft spot for Beta Ray Bill. That's some weird comic shit.
What makes Beta Ray Bill so worthy of the hammer?
Horse.
I was under the impression that a beta could never lift Thor's hammer, and it was total alpha shit.
I mean, I would say it's some real Sigma shit, personally.
I feel like like it's time for a new wolf, you know? Like we've gone through the betas and the alphas and the omegas and the sigmas, and now we need like a new wolf. There are many letters. Like what about a theta? What does a theta wolf do?
What about a gamma?
Up.
So
Yeah, what
Hulk
about
out.
gamma wolf?
Gammas are dudes
Why
that do too many steroids.
Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be a Greek letter? Why can't it be something else? Like, why can't there be like a Chad wolf?
Chad wolf?
Yeah, Chad wolf.
That sounds like a character from a really boring and political webcomic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does.
All right. Anyway, one last piece of hot goss here that I've got for you. Did y'all hear that Sony is suing Tencent over their new game, Light of Mortaram? I dropped a picture of this game into the chat, and I would like you all to look at it, please, and tell me if that is not just Horizon Zero Dawn.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. What you sent, Matt, is a picture of Horizon Zero Dawn. It's got Aloy here. She is in her typical Aloy outfit with her red hair.
Straight up Aloy's costume.
Yeah, she has her costume. She has her bow. She is next to one of those robots. It looks like a deer. She's looking across a field. There is like a pelican robot and ultra-sized elk-looking robots, and then like a flying whale robot. And this is a screenshot from Horizon Zero Dawn.
So I think you can see why Sony is suing Tencent over their new game, Mortimer's Light.
Has Tencent made anything else of note that's not PUBG Mobile?
I think that are they a developer, really? I thought that they were like a publisher.
Isn't Tencent like a giant corporation, or am I thinking of something else?
They're a game publishing subdivision of Tencent Interactive Entertainment, the digital entertainment division of Tencent Holdings.
Of course, we all know Tencent Holdings. This reminds me of, do you remember in like the 1990s, if there was a Disney movie in the theaters, you would be able to go to the supermarket and get a VHS of like some knockoff version, and it would have like totally different art, but it would be like,
you say that like you can't, they don't still do that today. Like you go to Prime right now and you will find 13 like Marvel looking movies and Godzilla knockoffs and horror movies that are just Sharknado but worse.
I had an idea the other day for like a new Sharknado type movie. It was going to be brilliant, and it's completely left my head. Whatever it was, though, when it comes back, I'm writing that script.
Was it like Shark plus weather event?
It was something plus something, that's for sure.
Listen, we pitched a horror movie on our last episode of the show. We cannot do it again this week.
Yeah. We're still working on that development. You're right.
Donkula is still in development.
Yeah.
That's all the hot gaming news that I have. Vanessa, it's your turn.
Not hot gaming news, hot gaming goss.
I got a little hot gaming goss. Tales from the Shire came out. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Everyone thinks the Hobbits look bad. Everyone thinks it's bad game. No one's having fun with it, and everyone's sad.
Yeah, I read a review that said it was buggy and boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to...
I read something that said it's very linear.
Oh.
It's hard for me to really believe those reviews because I think all of those games look incredibly boring.
Like any cozy game?
Yeah, yes.
But there's so many good cozy games, and they make you feel cozy and safe and snug.
Lies.
Like Beyond Good and Evil.
Like Stardew Valley. Everyone loves Stardew Valley. Or Animal Crossing, of
Mhm.
course. And
What's
what
that
else
witch
is there?
one? The Witch
Oh,
Academy one.
yeah, I haven't done that one, but that one. Cozy games are
And others.
wonderful. And Volcano Princess, which I just played recently, and that was a game for sure.
You
Well, I
played the
guess we'll
whole
talk about
thing.
that when we level up. But before we do that, we have to do the quest log. And before we do that, we have to plug our streams. Ah, wow, wow, wow. Take it away, Jim.
I'll do it because I have something to say about the streams.
I've got
All the
something to
time,
say.
all the time these days, if you go on to the Square Roots YouTube, you can find streams. And most every day, Jim will be there streaming a game, getting you super sucked into it, and you're really excited to see how it ends. And then he'll just go off on some work trip and be like, "Oh, sorry, I can't stream this week. You'll have to wait to find out what happens to your favorite puppet pals." I'm salty about it. And I can't wait for Jim to get back and keep streaming Neighborhood. Is that what it's called? The
My
Neighborhood?
Friendly Neighborhood.
My Friendly Neighborhood.
Is that the puppet horror game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not really a horror game. It's more of a shooter. It's not scary.
Yeah, it's like a shooty, puzzly kind of game. I've really been enjoying watching Jim stream it and experiencing the game that way. And then if you like a little bit more than just Jim, every Wednesday night you can find any kind of combination of hosts streaming a game. Right now, Matt is streaming Secret of Evermore
It's true.
every Wednesday, and this week he turned his dog into a little pink poodle. That was fun.
That was fun. And you got stuck in a maze for a long time?
Oh my God, I got
Yeah.
stuck in that maze for the longest time. Like, I almost ended the stream super early. I was so frustrated about that fucking maze.
But it's a really nice time. It's a nice little chat. It's a small community of positive, friendly people. Come hang out and make friends. Why not? What
Good
else is
time.
going on a Wednesday night? It's not must-see TV. That's Thursday, as we all know. uh, you can also check out Johnny's special channel that we're not allowed on, called Bears and Games Neo.
You were on his
He
last video.
reviews- I was on his last video, but other than that, we're not allowed on it. He talks about open world driving shooting games, and he also talks about queer history in video games and whatever else he feels like. It's Johnny's Special Interest Corner. And
Pretty
his
much.
videos, they keep getting better and better. Like each one he puts out is better than the last one. It's unnerving, it's disturbing. He is going to eclipse us very soon if he hasn't already. And we're going to have to like nag him a little bit to make him think that he should still be on the show and hang out with us.
Yeah. When he inevitably leaves the show to focus full time on his YouTube channel, we will 100% refer to it as him like going Hollywood and getting too big for us and leaving his selling out, you know? When Johnny finally sells out.
And every comment that we leave on his videos will be like, it's a pretty good video for a sellout.
He does have good videos. It's my favorite YouTube channel, and I'm not kidding when I say that. He even got me to pay attention to a video about Need for Speed for the fucking PS Vita, a console I don't care about, a video game franchise I couldn't care less about.
He does his research, and it's insightful.
Jim has nothing to say about this. He hates Bears and Games Neo.
He
I don't
hates
hate
it.
Bears and Games Neo. I have admin access to Bears and Games Neo, actually, in case you guys didn't know.
Wow.
Oh.
So you could go in and
I could
delete his whole
seriously
channel
go-
if you wanted.
I could do terrible things to that channel if I wanted to, but I won't.
Start posting your own videos. Just be like, hey, it's Jim.
I'll start streaming to Johnny's channel.
Start posting your own videos and just call it Bears and Games Nuevo.
I'll do a supercut of me getting scared on my streams and then release it on Johnny's channel.
All right. Well, with all of that said, I believe it is time for the quest log.
It
It
is.
is time for the quest log. Oh, it's been so long. I had to work really hard to get my brain to remember what happened the last time we talked about Beyond Good and Evil, but I remember we are playing as Jade, a
With the green
reporter.
lipstick.
Jade with the green lipstick, a reporter slash freedom fighter who lives on a mysterious planet in outer space. It's under attack from the DOMS aliens, and we have learned that they are in cahoots with the Alpha Squadron to abduct sentient people and fly them to the moon. And last time, her very special Uncle Pig was abducted, pignapped, and sent, we believe, to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah. So we're supposed to infiltrate the slaughterhouse, and like we did in the last area, take some pictures to expose what the alpha sections are doing in collusion with the DOMs.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do
That's
that, we have to find 1,000,000 pearls and
We have to
buy a
find
jump pack
1,000,000
for
pearls.
our hovercraft.
And hang out
I
with
was
our
really
new friend.
dreading starting this chunker because for some reason, when I finished the last one, I thought I didn't have a lot of pearls. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have like 4 pearls, and I'm gonna have to find like 100 to start the chunker. But I had like 11 when I started,
Nice.
so I had to purchase like 2 from Ming Su's shop, and I purchased 1 or 2 from the other shop that's in the city.
Just like the fruit stand or whatever.
Yeah, and then I went into one of the alpha sections little not puzzle dungeons, but like traversal dungeon things, and I got one that way.
Nice. We also have a friend, Double H is with us. Last time we raced him back to Iris headquarters because he had been poisoned and was dying. And then we sort of say goodbye to him as we're leaving, and then it just cuts to him like coming out, and he's like, I'm coming
then he's like, I'm going. I thought he was like going to be infirmed or like sick or something.
Yeah,
and
me
he's
too.
going to leave, and he's like, I'm coming with you.
I hate this guy. I hate the way he
fine.
talks. I hate the way he looks. It just occurred to me, do you guys think that this whole flying to the moon thing is a reference to the Frank
To how
Sinatra
the
song?
moon is for boys? Oh.
Moon is for boys. I forgot about that. That's why Paige is there and Jake can't go.
Yeah. It is, because Frank Sinatra also sang that song about, like, would you like to swing on the star, or would you rather be a pig?
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Here's
God.
an animal with dirt
That's a
on his
song?
face.
Oh
His
my
shoes
God.
are a terrible disgrace.
You know what?
He ain't got
Fuck
no
Frank
manners when
Frank
he eats
Sinatra.
his food.
And
He's fat
fuck this
and
stupid
lazy
game.
and extremely rude, but if you don't give a feather
You're gonna
or
get
a
us
fig,
yanked from.
you may
You're gonna get
grow
us
up
yanked from
to be a
Spotify.
pig.
You are singing a copyrighted song.
Not in any way that anyone would recognize it. Great song. Swing on a Star. Look it up. It talks about how in your life you can swing on a star, you can be a pig, you can be a fish, and maybe there's one other option.
A human?
Oh, you could be a woman abusing drunk. Oh no, that's just Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, that's
Would
Frank
you like
Sinatra.
to beat on your wife? Mess around with everyone's life. Where you're singing Mac the Knife.
Isn't he also Ronan Farrow's dad?
Allegedly. Yeah, he's allegedly Ronan Farrow's dad. He looks just like Ronan Farrow, and everyone
He
says
does look
dad.
just like Ronan Farrow looks just like him.
Yeah.
Lots of people look like people.
Lots of people
Yeah,
look like
but his
people,
mom
and
famously dated Frank Sinatra for a long time.
his mom famously dated Frank Sinatra, and he looks nothing like Woody Allen, which good for him.
Yeah, no kidding. Bullet dodge, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Listen, this is embarrassing to admit, but I just got a joke from a Family Guy episode.
Oh,
Did you just learn who
finally
Ronan
given you the
Farrow is?
cultural context
I did.
clues that you need.
Ronan Farrow, the scourge of the Hollywood abusive elite.
Yeah, and former fiance to John Lovett of Survivor fame.
Yeah.
But they broke up. And it's none of our business. All right. Uh, so we need to get 15 pearls to buy
John
an
Lovett,
illegal...
the critic?
No.
Buy my book. Buy my book.
Let's see, his name may not be... I think it is John. Is it just John Lovett? Like he has the same name?
No, that's Lovett. That's Lovitz. Lovitz is the comedian. Are you talking about John Lovitz?
Yeah.
You're talking about John There's John Lovitz, who's the cranky comedian that nobody likes anymore, and then there's Lovett, who's the guy that you're talking about.
Hey,
Yeah.
John Lovitz may be a right-wing douchebag now, but The Critic is still a good show.
Yeah, it's true.
Is he? That's too bad.
Yeah, now he goes like on
I
radio
could be
programs and complains about his
comedians
how he
not
has to
letting
pay
him be funny
taxes.
anymore, and not the fact that he's just not funny anymore.
He did a segment like on Bill Burr's podcast I saw a clip of where Bill Burr is just like, you're a fucking miserable piece of shit. Nobody likes you.
Oh.
To be fair, like
Yeah.
John
You're
Lovitz was
awing
being
that.
a huge jerk.
I thought he was funny. He was on, he stepped in on news radio after Phil Hartman's death, and, I liked
It
him
was
on
funny
it.
in the 90s.
Funny in the 90s. Funny in the 90s would be a great name for a biography. Somebody needs to write that.
That's what they should call SNL now.
If I were to write
Oh,
a
hot
biography
take.
about somebody that I named funny in the 90s, I think it would have to be about Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He'll still fund that guy's movies, and then they put them on Netflix, and I don't fully
They
understand.
pay him millions of dollars.
Hey, you're
know.
talking about my level up here.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we need to get a illegal jump drive, which will
Ooh.
allow us to...
Jim,
Yes.
let me allow me to explain to you the best way to get pearls in this game.
Oh.
If you go around and you take pictures of all of the cute aminals, you'll get a pearl after you take like 10 pictures.
Yeah. You know what I found out when I was playing this chunker is that
7 pictures,
you can
maybe?
go, if you buy the detectors, you can go on the map and it will tell you where every pearl and every animal is.
That's something I also didn't figure out until basically the end of the game, but yes.
It wants to help you out. It gives you the tools you need to succeed.
But it makes you have to notice the detector down at the bottom of your shit menu. That menu's garbage.
Menu
And then you have to
True.
go down and select it instead of it just putting it on your fucking map.
Yeah.
And it doesn't tell you that. Listen, I don't mind that. To be honest, it's the fact that you have no idea until you randomly notice it in your fucking menu.
Yeah, I thought because I didn't buy the pearl detector immediately, but I did buy the animal detector, and I thought there would be like maybe a detector gives you a notification of,
Maybe it'll show up in your compass.
that it's detecting something. Maybe there'll be a beep. Maybe there'll be like an indicator on the HUD or something. But no, it doesn't tell you. But you have to go to your stupid map and scroll all the way down to your stupid detector to get the stupid things to populate on the stupid map.
This is
The
a
real
fucking
challenge of this
remaster.
game-
They could have
Yeah.
fixed this.
But that's the challenge of the game. It's not the combat. It's not the level navigation. It's the menu navigation. It's innovative.
Sometimes it's the level
yeah.
This
navigation.
is such an innovative game.
Sometimes it's the level navigation.
So we need this jump drive to bypass the barriers and get over to the slaughterhouse. We also need to enter the race at the slaughterhouse, which means we have to place first, second, or third in races 1 and 2 in order to work our way up the racing ranks. That's
I
exciting.
have a question about these races.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I beat them and got first, I got a pearl and money. You probably don't continue to get pearls, but can you continue to get money by winning these races, or like do you just get the money once for each of the payout places?
I don't know, because as soon as I finished the races, I never wanted to play them again. So I never went back and tried again.
I enjoyed the races actually. I got first in all of them.
Yeah, I did too. I did not enjoy them in the slightest.
I enjoyed the music that plays during the race.
I bet I would
Yeah.
enjoy them if the controls weren't the worst thing that's ever happened in my life, but
I liked I don't know, I liked doing the races. It was fun.
I didn't find them any worse than other racing mini games of
Yeah.
the era. Put it that way. You know, like it was no worse than like a KOTOR racing mini game.
yeah, but those are also terrible.
It's true.
No, but you're right. You're absolutely right. I can't disagree with you. They are. It's a whoops. You're right. It's the era. They're all fucking terrible.
But as Jim mentioned, if you don't have the 15 pearls, you need to earn some. There are a few places we can do this. There's some areas in the pedestrian district that we can walk around and get some pearls in. There's one that's right across from the Akuta bar, and you get in there and you have to sort of drop down this shaft, and there are lasers that will like turn on and off. So you like dangle off a ledge and wait for your moment to drop down.
I didn't do that one. I did the conveyor one. Did you do the conveyor one?
Yeah, there's also the conveyor one where you need to like time yourself along the conveyors and
yeah, you have to like drop down onto conveyors to like get across this room, and you have to like jump over and duck under lasers, and then when you get towards the end, you have to like time your jumps so that you don't get forced off by a box or something. It's fun. It's easy.
And then there's sort of a big base that you can break into and sneak through. This has like a lot of kind of floating sensors that will insta-shoot you, basically, if you're spotted by the guards. So you really have to do it as a stealth level. And
do you think, did the original version of this game have the autosave here where it just reloads you, do you think? Because if not, I would tear my fucking hair out.
I don't know. And then at the end, it gives you like a, I don't know what it's called when the camera lives in front of you and you run towards it in a chase sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But it does that. And
a bad chase sequence.
Yeah, a bad chase sequence with, again, a laser that will pretty much auto-kill you if it hits you. And I did have to
don't
do
they call
that
those auto-scroller sections where you have to keep up with the way that the environment's moving around you?
Yeah, it's definitely an auto-scroller. I don't like it when games do the thing where you're like running towards the camera and can't see where you're going. It doesn't make sense from like a character perspective, you know, if you're supposed to
and also it's really fucking annoying.
It's really annoying, and then it just forces you to basically memorize the path that you'll come across and try.
Now, I didn't die during any of these because I'm good at video games, but they are.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, we all have our strengths. I never got the pearl from the guy in the bar who wanted to play the game with you. I couldn't do it. Couldn't even beat him at practice one time.
Wow, I did it on my first try.
It's crazy. Wow. I could not. I tried it 5 times. Couldn't do it once.
It's basically like 1v1 shuffleboard kind of.
I understand how the game works. My brain could not process the direction. Like I would always be like, all right, I've got it right in the right spot. And it would go 6 inches to the left. And I'm just, okay, I don't know.
Yeah. It's the aiming thing isn't calibrated correctly.
Actually, I think my game was broken. I think that's probably why. It's my game must have been broken because I'm good at video games.
You have a broken version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it was turn-based, I feel like I really could have nailed it, but it's the pressure, you know?
Yeah.
They just keep coming.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Hey.
That's the plot of the movie. Oh no, My Big Fat Wedding, right? No, what's the one I'm thinking of? Mamma Mia. That's the plot of the movie. Mamma Mia.
Greek Wedding is about a woman who orgasms over and over and over.
No. We redo that joke. They just keep coming. That's the plot of the movie. Mamma Mia.
That's right.
There we go.
3 men in one night.
Yeah, did she ever explain like what she was doing? Like, was that her goal? Was she just like in her hoe phase?
Her goal. Yeah, I think that it was just like it just kind of happened. She'd been
What do you mean it just kind of happened?
a whole song about it. It's like, honey, honey, how he thrills me, honey, honey.
Oh, so she
I
was
think,
just wooed by 3 different men in one. She was compelled by how charming they
In
were.
one night. Listen, I
Yeah.
consider myself a real slut, and I cannot
Slut.
think of a time once in my life when I had sex with 2 women in one night. That sounds insane.
well, that's because women are more able to keep going. They have the
that
stamina.
makes sense. And she already was lubed up from the last guy, right?
Exactly. She's like hanging
What do
out with
they
the first
call
guy.
that?
He gets spent, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I have to go," and then runs into the second guy, and then
They call it a train, Jim. They call it running a
Yeah.
train.
Yeah, men have a refractory period where they have to
Mhm.
let their reserves fill up again.
Right. Whereas women biologically want to get as much sperm as they can from different partners, so the
Yes.
strongest
Yeah.
one can fertilize the egg,
Mm-hmm.
like a bird.
Exactly.
Like a bird.
That's how birds do it.
Really, birds are just like hoeing around.
I read something a while ago that was saying that bird couples that they used to think were monogamous, when the male would like leave, the female would sometimes have sex with other birds, and then the male would come back.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Make a reality show out of that.
Birds be cheating. You thought they were just
Real
cheaping.
house birds of
Real house
poultry.
birds. Anyway, we stand Meryl Streep and we support her life choices, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with
I
having
mean, can you
multiple
imagine if
sexual
you got to
partners.
sleep with Meryl Streep in her like when
Who's
she was
we?
in her 20s? Ooh, daddy.
What was your question, Matt?
Who's we?
Oh, us as a show. We at Square Roots, we support consensual sexual encounters between adults.
Do you think the other men knew that she had slept with other men that night? I've never seen.
How
Mamma
could
Mia,
they
so I don't know the
not?
answer to this question.
So, but she wasn't in a relationship with any of them, so it wasn't their business.
Right. But like, did they know? Like, did the third?
I mean,
guy
I've never
know,
seen the
like,
movie,
I'm
but
the
I
third
assume that
guy?
they were waiting in a line.
No, I don't think that's what happened. I think she's like
They're sitting in a
hanging out
chair
with
in the
Pierce
corner of the
Brosnan,
room,
and then she's
hanging out.
like, "Oh, I got to go over here and hang out with who else is in that? Stellan Skarsgård, and then I got to go see. I don't remember the third man. I may not
Is that
remember
it?
the second man
Bill
correctly.
Paxton.
Bill Paxton. Yeah.
Stanley Tucci.
No, it wasn't Stanley Tucci.
You're
Is it
agreeing
Pierce
with me,
Brosnan in
even
it?
though I just said I've never seen the movie.
It's
No,
Pierce
I thought
Brosnan,
maybe you were
right?
on the IMDb.
Wait, Pierce Brosnan and Colin Firth.
Yes, Colin Firth, the other one.
Who's
And-
seed 1? That's all I need to know.
I'm curious too. What
Wow.
what? If Pierce Brosnan was third, he deserves better than that. He should have been first.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
still in
boy.
Skarsgård.
Sexual
Colin
politics
Firth,
are getting
and
real
Pierce
iffy on this
Brosnan.
show right now.
The whole plot of the movie is that her Meryl Streep's daughter is getting married, and she sends invitations to these 3 different men, one of whom is her
Jim, the most
biological
handsome
father.
man doesn't deserve to go first in the train. And as a handsome man, I feel like you're really outing yourself as to your
I'm just saying. I
sexual
think
politics.
I'm saying that if she deliberately made him, well, maybe she saved the best for last. I guess.
No, there's a very
I guess
clear
if I
order.
were her, I would have gotten Stellan Skarsgård out of the way first. let's
First
just get
one,
that over with.
you want your roughage, you want your fiber, you want your working man with the rough hands, to kind of get your
You want to have your
going.
salad first.
You want your salad. Course 2, that's your main. That's your Pierce Brosnan. You bring that in, and you're like, I want
Because
my meaty.
you're like warmed up.
You're warmed
And
up.
Colin
you want your
Firth is
meaty meal.
dessert.
Yeah. Then you finish it up with the sweetest one, and that's your dessert, because
Oh,
the
British,
good
I
one is the one
assume.
who's gonna cuddle you afterwards.
Yeah, he's going to be very
I thought you said
delicate with
cuckold.
you.
No, you want your sweetest, most tender, softest-handed boy to finish up the night with.
I guess that
Everyone
makes sense.
knows
But I
this.
guess
It's
it just
common
depends
knowledge.
on. I guess it just depends on what
Hold
you're
me,
hungry for that
darling. I
night.
have 3 men's semen swimming around inside of me.
Let's say if she wanted a seafood course, who would she have added in there? Like,
That's a great question.
like maybe
Doug
Russell Crowe.
Jones. I'm thinking Doug Jones.
Doug Jones, the creature actor, sleep with a monster.
The guy who played a fish monster that had sex in a movie. You know what? That was the most boring choice you could have come up with. Admiral Akbar. That's my
That's your fish course.
that's my fish course.
Oh man, what if she wanted a steak?
That's Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, that's Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan's. I mean, he's Scottish, right? So he's
He's just a tub of haggis.
That's nonsense. He is the fucking main course, baby. He's the steak. He's the entree.
Yeah. You're David Tennant. That's your tub of haggis.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Really, if we want to be honest, you're Sean Connery. That's your fucking tub of haggis.
Yeah. What about appetizer?
Yeah, right.
Like if she wanted like a hot appetizer, who would that be?
Like a Timothy Chalamet, like someone just super
Oh
twinky.
yeah,
What
a
about
little Twinkie guy.
See, I think we're on the same page. I'm thinking Alan Cumming.
Yeah. Just like something very lithe, very, quick, nimble.
I think if I was a kid who was curious about my parentage and one of the options was Alan Cumming, I'd be like, what? I don't know what I would think, actually. Imagine you're like, these men could be your dad, and it's Alan Cumming, Pierce Brosnan, Admiral Akbar, Colin Firth, and Stellan Skarsgård.
I mean, if we're being
and you're
honest,
just standing there with your squid eyes being like, who could it be?
and having never seen the
with
movie,
like your tentacle mouth. I wonder who it is.
if I found out that I had 3 possible fathers because my mother had slept with 3 men on the same night, that would be the end of the movie. Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank yourself. Because once I learned that information, I'd be sitting in my car in my garage with the door closed, if you know what I mean.
I would know immediately that it was not Admiral Akbar because that guy uses the back door.
Oh.
Because it's a trap. The vagina is a trap, according to Admiral Akbar. And he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Because
You're
they're
right.
they call that a honey trap when you're trying to like trap a man with your feminine wiles.
He would not let himself get baby trapped. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Meryl's defense, she did not try to baby trap any of them. She kept her pregnancy very secret for many years.
Well, she's a classy lady.
That is
and she probably didn't want to talk about the fact that she slept with 100 guys the night she conceived her child.
I
love you, Meryl
really
Streep.
feel after this conversation that we need to do a Mamma Mia watch along. That should be the next bonus.
Yeah.
You mean the bonus that is supposed to be out tomorrow and we haven't recorded yet?
Yeah,
or even discussed? I mean,
Well,
I'm still
I've
up for the
decided.
Spiders episode.
We're doing a Mamma Mia
Spiders.
watch along.
Yeah, we're going to do a little tour of the spiders of the world featuring
Yeah,
Jim
that's right.
Hanks.
do
Jim
that.
Reeks Spiders.
We're going to put you in a little
Disgusting.
coffin, a little glass coffin. We're going to fill it with spiders.
Like a fear factor.
Yeah, and you're going to have
Yeah.
to determine which kind of spider is which based on feel and taste.
You'll get enough PayPal money to
And
buy
arousal.
Chronos: The New Dawn if you can stand these spiders.
Oh my God, can we get back to this stupid show? I can't believe how long this Mamma Mia tangent went on. Apparently, we all had a lot of thoughts about Mamma Mia. And again,
I've never even seen
I
it.
haven't even seen the fucking
But
movie.
Bill, the only one of us has seen, and I've only seen it once.
That's the one that started it by saying the lady from My Big Fat Greek Wedding was having constant orgasms.
Orgasms, yep. So we get the jump drive, and then we jump across the barrier.
This is a dumb show that we do.
And go
We jumped over the barrier like Meryl Streep jumped from bed to bed the night she conceived her daughter.
jumped over social barriers that would prevent a woman from
Ooh,
doing
yeah.
something like that.
She leapt over social mores.
Blowing my nose. Talk amongst yourselves.
Can you believe what a fucking slew Meryl Streep is? This is crazy.
She's Meryl Streep.
Jim, how good were you at jumping the hover car? Because I was bad at it and fucked it up constantly.
I died here like 5 times because I started the start of the slaughterhouse section with like 1.5 little health bars and no repair kits. So if I got touched like more than once, I was dead, and that happened a lot. So I basically had to not get hit at like a no damage run through the beginning of this part, because if I didn't, I was dead.
I feel like I had found a ton of those little pea spheres or whatever they're called at this point, and had like 10 hit points or something like that.
I only had like 2 on my hovercraft.
Yeah,
on the hovercraft.
so
those are the M
hovercraft.
spheres or whatever. Yeah, no, I had like 5 or 6. They're all over the
I only had
place.
like
You can
2
buy
of
them.
those. Oh, you can? I just haven't done that, I guess.
So to get into the slaughterhouse, we have to join slaughterhouse race number 3 and then find the hole in the wall, which I found almost impossible. I don't know about you guys.
Well, it was like right on the inside of a really big corner.
I didn't have a hard
Really
time
hard to
finding
see.
it. I had a hard time getting inside of it. That's what she said. Oh, God.
That's what
Or rather,
Ackbar said.
Didn't have a
that's
hard
what
time.
he said.
The 3 men and Mamma Mia.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so once
It was hard to leap in there. I found it difficult too.
Yeah, it doesn't give you a lot of run up, and you kind of have to swing around, and there's fucking ships coming by and slamming into you, and I fucking had a tough time getting inside, to the point that I was almost like, I must be doing this wrong, and legitimately almost gave up, and then kind of circled one more time and was like, I'll give it one more shot, and just happened to get in.
Once we're in, we have to go down this sort of broken up road, and we're chased by a giant one-shot laser ship. It was a little irritating, but not too tricky. There's a couple jumps you have to try to make.
Yeah, you got to dodge his lasers, and there's a lot of boxes you can shoot open on this little road, though.
Yeah, I feel like by about this point in the game, that becomes completely worthless. Like, you don't make very much money from it. They're everywhere. It's just kind of a waste of time.
Sometimes you have to shoot them out of your way. And once we sort of get to a calm place, there's a floating sentry patrolling this pool, and we actually need to get it to drop a tornado. I'm sorry, not a tornado, a torpedo.
Yes.
At us.
Tornado.
And the torpedo will chase us, and we can sort of lead it to these blockade
But
devices.
you can also just bump boxes into them, which is way fucking easier.
That's what you're supposed to do. Wait, how do you kill them if you don't bump the boxes into them?
She just described it.
Oh.
Yeah, you get the torpedo to chase you, and then
The tornado.
You dodge the tornado, and the tornado whisks it off to Oz.
So you get them to fire at you, and then you just circle back around so it hits them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't do that.
That's all right. And then we finally get to sneak into the slaughterhouse. There are some very big doors. We have to kind of get out of our ship, push them open, head further in, and eventually we come to a dock where there's a room full of, like, spinning lasers and lots of mines. The mines I found irritating because you can just shoot them with your thing and they blow up and go away. So why put them there in the first place? Why make things more difficult for me?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I think there's a little too much hovercrafting in this chunker. I think there should have been much less hovercrafting.
I think, and Vanessa said this, that like at the time that this game came out, like the hovercraft controls were like probably pretty good for the time, So I can see why they were like, we got to put more of this hovercraft in, because as a concept, I think it's pretty fun. Like, it's a cool idea, but then in execution, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
We'll say compared to the flying that we're going to do later in this chunker, the hovercraft is a dream.
Oh boy, the flying is just trash. Like, this is not very good. That is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. We kind of need to use our friend Double H to hit some switches for us, so we
Please don't refer to him as our friend. I hate him.
He's a little bit like the Tick, I feel like. Is that a fair comparison, do you think?
I do. Very similar voice, if you're talking about like the cartoon in particular, but also very similar in concept, where he just kind of seems invulnerable and is really dumb and just throwing himself into dangerous situations.
Mm-hmm.
Except the Tick is funny, and this is not.
No.
Yeah, he's a Tick-like character, I guess. He's kind of like a Steiner.
Yeah,
but
he's a Steiner,
but
he's
like
a Tick.
less pearl clutchy, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's dedicated to the mission. He does call you Miss Jade, which tends to be a little bit irritating. That's a little bit Steiner-esque, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into every single kind of like button pushing puzzle that we have to do, but I think the most fun one is you get to like stand on this giant sluice gate, and I guess it's not a sluice gate, is it? It's just a gate.
Yeah, it's just a gate.
Get him to raise and lower it while you stand on it, so you can access higher or lower levels.
Oh yeah, this was kind of neat. Like I did like this. It's like a giant portcullis. Portcullis? How do you pronounce that word?
Portcullis. Portcullis?
And then if you go to the other side, because you're smart and you want to check out all of the areas, and you notice there's a little area over there. There's a little fire squirrel or something, fire rabbit or something.
Yeah, that was fun.
I fucking loved finding the animals in this game. I found them
finding the animals was fun.
I found them all. It's the best part of the game.
This one was really cute too. It was like a little Charizard or something. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, but it's tiny.
I liked it.
But I like it. Like, it's very smart that they it pays you money, which you need money. And then, but it also will eventually give you a pearl if you find a few. And like, that really is just enough to motivate you to get out there and do it. But then it's also fun. And there's like a lot of them are cute. And there's like sky whales and fire bunnies and just like a stupid fucking otter. That's just like fun shit that you find.
Yeah.
The two-legged otter is glorious. A glorious beast.
I'll tell you what I don't like about this chunker, and it's those flying drone things with the tanks on their back.
Oh, yeah. Those are really irritating.
No me gusta.
You can, and in some cases you have to fight them by blowing up both of their tanks, but I was not good at it.
Me either. They were constantly moving around, and the gyro disc shoots really slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to like get in front of them.
And there's no auto lock. It really needed like an auto lock on the tanks.
Yeah, or they needed to just stop more often so that I could shoot them.
And if they do shoot you, it like takes you out of gyro disc view, which is really irritating too.
Yeah.
Then you have to try to refocus it. And I found often like I try to go into the first person mode that you need to shoot, and the camera just like would not raise high enough to look at the target I wanted to look at. It's like, it's really fiddly about what terrain you're standing on.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys did this, but every time I would line up the perfect gyro disc shot, I would take a fucking picture. Every single time.
Yeah, no, I fucking made that mistake constantly. I don't know. I want to blame it on the controls, but really
I'm just an idiot.
Just an idiot. Just, you have the two buttons that do the two things right on top of each other, and it really fucked me up. It just fucked me up constantly.
I want to use the trigger to shoot. I want to use the trigger to shoot. And the trigger take picture?
Yep. Maybe you could change it in the controls, I guess, though you shouldn't have to. So that's on the game.
Yeah. So we kind of ride this gate up. We have to loop around, get Double H, go down this corridor where we fight some droids. There's a very irritating room. At least it irritated me because you fight these three droids, and then there's a big button on the wall, and I'm like, oh, good, I'll push this big button. And if you do that, three more droids drop down for you to fight. I
Yeah,
guess
I thought that was kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. I think the idea is that you need the droids to like blow up the electric barriers that are blocking your progress, so it stops you from being soft locked if
Yeah,
you kill the droids some other way. But I was
it took me
not
in.
happy when those droids showed up again.
Yeah, this droid thing really cemented in my mind. This game wants you to push things into other things, which like it did the same. It did the same thing with the boxes. It did the same thing in that first dungeon with the
Hmm.
robots. You had to push into the electric door gate things. Like this game wants you to push enemy things into other things.
I guess at the time that's a little bit innovative
Novel,
potentially.
yeah,
Maybe I'm
novel a
giving it
little, I
more
guess.
credit than it's worth, but yeah, like, it's a physics thing. It's
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's maybe meant to be like Jade is not like she's not like gunning these things down. She's using the environment
no.
and
Yeah, she's not really, she can fight, but she's not the world's greatest ninja or anything like that.
you know what? She's hot and also smart.
Yeah, she has it all. She's
Yeah,
ethical, she's caring.
moral.
Hmm.
I think she's a dipshit, and I think that anybody that is wearing green lipstick is not allowed to be called hot. You know what I mean?
She's a space alien. This game came out in 2003. In 2003, tell me you weren't looking at ladies with green lipstick.
Yeah, yeah. You were running your rainbow parties and you needed every color.
You
It's true.
were you had the emo swoop hair. You were dressing like Patrick
2003?
Stump.
No, I had that douchebag spiky in the front hair.
I think
Toasted tips?
Actually, 2003? No. I mean, not emo swipe, but like, yeah, maybe. I think that's when I was like bleaching my hair and dyeing it every color. I remember when I went to a
Whoa.
barber one day to like get my hair cut, and it was really long, and he started into my hair, and every time he cut my hair, it was a different a different color fell out, and he was like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is going on here?" It's like the top is like black, but the rest is fucking. Get some red. I got some blue. I got some
I want
green.
to see pictures of Matt and the Ops.
No, thankfully, I didn't take many pictures at the time, and I didn't keep any.
Hmm. Oh, sad. Maybe Bannon has some.
No, he doesn't, because that's pre like cell phone pics. So
Yeah.
have to
yeah,
be
that's
actual
true.
physical
Yeah.
photos, of which I have zero.
Hmm. I've always had the same haircut, so that's a fun fact about me.
That's a fun fact.
It's, you know what,
Got a new
Vanessa,
haircut.
that is not surprising. And I don't know what that says, but it's not.
Is it just like familiar? You just know how to manage it.
I don't though. Like I've never figured out how to manage my hair.
I remember I had a girlfriend in that time period who had like really naturally thick and curly hair, and she just tried everything. I mean, just tons of gels and mousses, flat irons, all sorts of shit, and just could never really get it to do anything other than be really thick and curly. Not super curly. I guess maybe more curly wavy, but like,
Mine's not as curly, but it's very, very thick.
Yeah, you do have really
And
thick hair.
I have very
it's
thick
wavy.
strands too.
It's certainly very wavy.
Yes, it's wavy.
Listen, you
It's
can't
thick.
see it these days, but I had my whole life crazy cowlicks that would just like in the back here, I had just like a point up cowlick, and I just could not anything I could do.
I
I
used to have
couldn't
that
get it.
too. It took me years to tamp it down.
Well, for me, it just fell out.
Well, I hope that that doesn't happen to me. No offense, Matt. I do feel it's a little bit harder for a woman to pull off that hairstyle.
She's bald, Jerry. I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld.
And I have a pretty big head, so I don't know if I'd be able to find wigs that would fit me either.
I
What
think I've
was I
said this
talking
before on the
about?
show, but there's a great Curb Your Enthusiasm bit where he's arguing with a guy about how prayer doesn't work, and the guy's like, "How do you know prayer doesn't work?" And he's like, "I'm Paul."
So we have basically 3 areas that we need to go to get our 3 different pictures. One of them, we ride a tram to a long hallway and then sneak down the corridor till we find a central hall. It has 2 soldiers looking out a window, and we can kind of just sneak behind them and take a picture of someone being electrified. Oh no, mean. I guess they're like,
I always forget to take the pictures. I forget that's
oh
what I'm supposed to
no.
be doing.
It even has like Double H sometimes will be like, don't forget to take a picture.
I know that's what Paige did last time too, and I still missed it.
It's easy to forget with all this hovercrafting and racing and sneaking that you are a photojournalist and taking a
Yeah.
picture should be your #1 priority.
What do they do? What are they doing with your reports? Like, are they putting it in a newsletter or something? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put it in a newsletter, it goes out an email blast. It's like a
Oh, right.
MailChimp kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Like a Substack,
Like a Substack, yeah.
the Iris Network Substack.
Well, and we do see every time we go back to the pedestrian district, there are increasing protests against the Alpha Squadron, and that is due to Jade's reporting, theoretically.
She's not reporting, right? Like, she's just the photojournalist.
Yeah, she's taken the pictures, and then there's that cat woman who I think writes the reports.
Cat Grant, yep.
Yep. That's a good reference, and I understood it. So
I don't think Jim did.
No, he didn't. The second area,
Sorry,
there
I spaced off
is
for a second.
there's a big loop with like a long hallway full of mines, which was
Mhm.
very irritating because these do respawn too. So you can kind of push a box into it or guide the torpedo into the big ones, but then you have to shoot all the tiny little ones down this hallway. I
Well, you've
eventually
got that
ended up-
lock-on attack thing that'll take 3 of them out at a time.
Yeah, that's handy.
But you have to kind of keep moving because they'll respawn behind
Yeah.
you.
I
do
didn't
think
notice
the
until this
respawning is-
chunker either that on the side of a hovercraft is like a pig emblem.
Yeah, yeah. There's a little painting of Paige, I guess.
But it's like the classic pig. It's like the livestock pig.
Yeah, it's just him naked
He's
on
on
all
4
fours.
legs.
Yeah.
Like if I was a sentient pig, I don't know that I'd choose to put that on there. That seems kind of reductive.
I guess it's sort of like a human putting like a monkey on their ship.
So
Or maybe it's a sexy pig. You know, like how people
Oh.
paint sexy women on the sides of their ships.
so wait, does that mean that like only the men are sentient and like the female pigs like they're just livestock basically?
Yeah.
Breeding vessels for the male
Yeah.
pigs?
That's a crazy conclusion. It's just a sexy
That seems to be
woman
what you're
on all
suggesting.
fours.
Oh, you think like it's a
Oh.
sentient female pig that's naked and all 4s awaiting a page to penetrate her.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
pinup.
I see. Okay.
It's like the kind of woman they would paint on the side of airplanes and things like that, and then
Yeah.
call it the Betty Bazookas or something, or Sweet
Oh,
Jane the
man.
Plane. So we take our porny pig ship. We go down this hallway. In this section, it is a lot more sneaking. Jade and Double H are separated. I think the most interesting part about this section is that you get to ride on a crate. I kind of wish you got to ride on more crates, but you kind of have to wait for a crate to be put down by a mechanical arm, and then you get to hang on to it and be transported over the guards' heads. And
Yeah, I
come out the
agree
other
that this is
side.
kind of a neat little gameplay thing that they don't really use enough.
Yeah. We also learned that we can kick transformers that we come across to power down barriers temporarily.
What, like Optimus
And-
Prime?
Yeah, we kick the transformers and we're like, get out of here, Ferrari. I know you're a transformer in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. I do that a lot when I walk down the street, and car owners are not happy about it.
Mm-hmm. You kick him?
Yeah, I'm just like, I was just checking to see if it was a transformer. You ever see one of those cars that people like put the Transformer logo on to pretend that their car is a Transformer? That's fun.
Mm-hmm. That's not fun.
It's cute. It's cute.
It's always the
One thing I do-
Decepticon logo, you know?
It is always the Decepticon logo. One thing I do like seeing, though, is when Jeeps have the Jurassic Park skin on them. I like that.
Yeah.
I like seeing the
Yeah,
Jurassic
I saw
Park
one of those
Jeep.
recently.
Me too.
Weird,
That's
probably the same
too.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it was probably the same one. I mean, why shouldn't your car be a toy?
Yeah.
I knew a guy who mosaicked his whole car. He had like an old junker car, and he put like a full-on mosaic all over it.
With
Ceramic
what?
mosaic.
Describe.
Oh.
Like broken plates and things that he broke up into little pieces and then would put putty and put the mosaic
Was
onto
it-
it.
Was it just different colors, or was it like a mosaic of a figure or something?
It wasn't a figure. It was just like patterns and things like that.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, in retrospect, I'm not 100% convinced it was street legal, but nobody seemed to stop him, so I guess it was okay.
Hey, the number of blue headlights I see these days blows my mind. I thought you couldn't have blue or red.
I've never
And
seen
you
blue
know-
Pop
headlights.
colors. I see them all over the fucking
Yeah.
place. And I don't understand how they don't get pulled over.
Occasionally
Oh, boy.
we'll see,
We're
or
delving
rather
into old man talk here.
hear those
In
cars
my
that
day.
people like.
I got those speed bumps put in because people were using the neighborhood like a fucking racetrack.
I come across a lot of those cars where people put like a fake muffler thing on it to make it do a vroom vroom sound when it's not like actually a sports
Yeah.
car.
That's a common thing where I'm from, is they put the glass packs on the exhaust to make every acceleration sound super loud.
I hate it. If I'm in my car, the last thing I want is someone to know that I'm coming. You know? I want to sneak up on
Want a
those
stealth
people.
car?
I want a stealth car. I want an invisible stealth car. So it's another case of sort of sneaking through the corridors. We get Double H to kick some transformers for us so we can get past different barriers. And at the end of this corridor, we see Dom Z sarcophagi, which are the sort of Dom Z people or aliens that put people into their tummies and fly them around. And they're just kind of hanging out there.
I'm in their
We also have
tummies.
have to do some more fuse puzzles, which is just get a fuse and then take it to an empty fuse box and put it in. And finally, we hit the north wing, which is up like a dirt ramp, kind of in the same canal area that we were in before. The north wing is fun because there's a guard like standing on a platform, and you shoot the button to make the platform move, and he rides it like right into a laser and falls right off. I really enjoyed that. We get across. We get to a room where there's fog. Do you all remember this? Where it's like a foggy room, and you have to kind of stay low and in these little dips in the floor. It's just another way of doing stealth. And the guards in that room all simultaneously like look to the left or behind them or the right. And the guards do that in a lot of places. Their kind of deal is they'll stand in one spot but then rotate themselves occasionally.
The worst is when they're rotating around a thing, but they're like equidistant from one another. So like they're always looking at opposite directions.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough. You have to be really quick because you can, if you shoot one's tank and there's another guy you haven't shot yet, he'll try to go help his friend. So if you have the right angle, you can get them both really quickly, but sometimes you can't. It's hard.
Yeah, but it will also kind of alert them that there's someone around.
Yeah.
So we do some more sneaking. We run into Double H, who can walk through lasers, because I guess his armor just does that.
Yep,
And
he's got laser-proof armor.
Yeah. He runs down some corridors and will, like, temporarily turn off the lasers, and we have to run through before they come back on again.
It seems weird that you can just have laser-proof armor. Like, so what's the point of the lasers? And why can't Jade get some of this fucking armor?
Good point.
Lower down. You know, like, she needs to be able to fit into these tiny spaces, and Double H can't.
But you wouldn't need to fit into the tiny spaces if she had the laser-proof armor.
I guess that's true.
Could she fight the alpha sections if she had the laser-proof armor, or would she still get killed?
She's not any good at that anyway, so who cares?
That's true.
Yeah. Double H doesn't seem to be a particularly good fighter. He will join in to some fights if he's around, but he's not, like, putting down people any more effectively than Jade does.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't put anybody down because he's your, like, backup character, so he can't, like, actually hurt anybody. Because it's one of those games where you've got, like, a side character that is useless. They've got an attack that you can that'll, like, knock people into the air to make it easier for you to kill them, but they themselves never actually kill anybody, except sometimes if you use that special attack on somebody that's standing by a ledge, they'll fall off. Which by the end of the game, I realized that you can just, you don't have to fight these guys. You can just hit the thing on their back, and then that ends the fight, and they just walk around blindly until they fall off of ledges.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did that too. You can either basically hit them once or twice, and if you hit them once, they're fine. You know, they'll just kind of wander about and do their thing and leave you alone. So we make our way through the final area of the slaughterhouse, and we take a picture of civilian transport crates being loaded into a spaceship. And with that, we are able to leave the slaughterhouse, which of course leads to another sea serpent attack, because anytime we leave any area in any plot significant way, there's a sea serpent attack.
Yeah. I feel like, and this is not a criticism of the game, but I feel like this is just from an era when, like, if somebody provided you with, like, objective truth with photographs and evidence, that you would think the people would never stand for this. And now in the year 2025, we know that that is meaningless, and people will still just be like, nope, fake news.
Yeah. Well, it's because everything's AI, everything's fake, everything's photoshopped, and they only believe what they see with their own true eyes.
Or what
which is a great
the person
way to live. And
that has gone to them tells them.
Or what Charlie Kirk tells.
Yeah. That's how I know that North Dakota does not exist, because I've never seen it with my own two eyes.
That's how I know that snow's not real and you're all a bunch of fucking liars.
You've never seen snow before?
You're not going to get me, you Yankee piece of shit.
Sad.
I wonder if... Yeah, Matt would love snow, actually. I was going to say I wonder if Matt would like snow. Matt, like, in inner tube going down a snowy hill, he would be having the time of his life.
When I was a kid, the ground froze over because it was so cold outside. And so my friends and I all went up to the local middle school, which was on a hill, to ride our trash can lids and so on down the frozen hillside. And I went chest first into the side of a bench and thought I was going to die.
Oh.
I had a black bruise on my fucking whole chest.
Oh my God.
The size of a fucking basketball for months. And I remember as I hit it and I was laying there and I was like, I'm dying. And I'm just at the time telling my best friend, I can't breathe. He said, well, if you can talk, you can breathe.
It's hard for
That
me
feeling of like,
to imagine Matt and Snow and not. I can't keep it out of my mind. I really just want to see. If I do it, fine. If somebody else does it, fine. I want to see Matt get smoked in the face with a snowball. I want it
Yeah.
real bad. I want it like
wow.
Well,
right
the
square
good
in your
news
face,
is it's
and I
never
want
going to
that
happen
snow to.
because
I want
snow's
the
not
snow
real.
to explode over like your face, and it just like I want to see it in slow motion.
Feels like there's a lot of pent up aggression in you right now towards me, and I can't imagine why. It's not my
It's not
fault you're a
aggression.
silly
I don't
little
want to see you
bitch.
get hurt. I just think it would be funny.
Hmm.
I want to see Matt make a snow angel. I want to see him on his back in the snow, wheeling around his arms and legs to make a beautiful snow angel. And maybe while that's happening, someone can like beam him in the face with the snowball because he'd least expect it then.
Someone
Snow
can
angels
roll a
seem like
giant one of
the
those big
most.
snowballs down a hill and can.
Snow angels
smack 'em
feel
up.
like the most boring thing you can do with snow.
Yeah, there's 100 other better things. Like eat it. Eating snow is
I'm gonna
fun.
lay in the snow and make it and push it out of the way. Whoa, I did it.
Yeah, but then when you stand up, it looks like there was an angel there.
No.
If an angel is something with like a skirt, a torso,
Yeah.
and no arms, and just
Giant
like
sleeves.
Well, if
two
90s
giant sleeves.
Supergirl comics taught me anything, it's that an angel is somebody who wears a skirt and a shirt with a blue and red and yellow shield on the front.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of when there's like a big expanse of snow, writing things or drawing things with their footprints. I like that. I think that's fun.
It's fun. That is fun.
You can just do that on the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah, you could do that on the beach. It's cooler in snow.
Yeah. Sand
Is
is
it?
just the snow.
It's
of
literally
summer.
cooler.
Nah, beaches are pretty cool.
Well,
Get
I
that
think
cool
the next time
water and
it
the cool
snows
breeze.
where either I or Jim are, then you should just hop in your car and come see the snow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Since you'll have to drive in the snow then, and
Yeah,
that's
that
going to be a
sounds like a
terrible
bad
experience.
idea. I don't think I would know how
Yeah.
to do that.
No.
One time I drove on a mountain and I had to make my girlfriend drive because I was like, I don't know what to do and I'm terrified. Where I'm
You're
from,
like-
it's all flat.
Land at angle. Land at angle.
Really, it's that
Gone
they're
in like a-
basically one lane roads, and it's like, yeah, it's fine. Just roll half your car off the side, and you'll be okay.
Mhm.
Mountains are scary.
Yeah, I remember once driving somewhere with people in my car, and I parked and put on the parking brake, and they're like, "You're putting on the parking brake?" And I'm like, "I grew up in the Pacific Northwest where it's all hills. I always put on the parking brake. Like, it's just, I don't want to get out of that habit, no matter how flat the land may be."
I don't think my current car has a parking brake.
Come on. Your
There's
car
not
has
a-
Probably it's
There's
probably
not
a
a-
button.
Yeah, there might be a button. I don't know.
Nowadays they're like buttons. They're either buttons on the like middle console or they're like buttons on the that you push with like your left hand.
There's not a
Somebody
lever.
needs a parking brake, or someone will come along and roll your car around.
Well, no, it's it's very flat here. I'm not worried about it.
I don't like. I can't think of a time, even when I've parked on a hill, where I've used my parking brake. The cars don't shift into neutral and roll away anymore. Like most people don't drive manual transmissions anymore. Like that's not a common thing anymore.
Y'all are out of your mind. If you park the car, you put on the parking brake. That's why it's called the parking brake.
Never
It's
used
for
it
a
once in my
parked car.
life. Never had a car roll away.
Well, don't
My
compare
favorite
with me.
is around around me when somebody parks on like a fucking 10-degree angle and is like, gotta get that parking brake on. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What's
Car
happening?
could roll away. It could roll away at any. What if someone comes and gives it a hearty shove?
It's in park.
Yeah, the wheels don't turn unless it's accelerating one way or another. You have to put it in neutral for that to happen.
Parking brakes are cool.
Yep, parking brakes and big old lollipops on sticks and beanie hats and other stuff from the 1910s. Anyway.
And yeah, bicycles with giant front wheels.
Yeah, bicycles with giant front
that's
wheels.
not cool, though. Like a penny farthing? Is that what they're called?
I think
Hoops
so, yeah.
and sticks, that's what's cool. Forget
And
these
also-
modern day sports. Yeah, baseball, football, no thank you.
My
I'll
least favorite
push
thing
a
about
hoop on a
driving
stick.
is when I have to crank up my car before I can make it go.
And the squeezy horn on the side of a car that goes like...
I'll tell you
Well,
what, the
I
car,
have to put on my driving goggles because I don't have a windshield.
the Nissan Kicks that I currently own, a squeaky horn on the side would sound louder and better than the horn they have equipped onto this car. It is so quiet and goofy that I'm embarrassed to use it.
What does
It's
it
like
sound like?
meep, meep, meep. I was sitting outside at work one day, and my boss walked outside and walked by me, not Paul. And as she was walking in front of my car, I hit the horn. You know, like you said, she didn't notice me, and she was going to jump, and haha. But I also knew that my horn is such a joke that it would be really funny, and it was. She did not jump. She just turned around and looked at me like, "What the fuck did I just hear with my earballs?" Meep.
If you lay on it, is it just like...
Meep. It sounds like the Roadrunner, but less loud, quieter than that. Meep.
When I was in college, I had one of those like Schwinn scooters, you know, that people drive around, like the moped things. And at one point, the battery was dying because I left it on, but it would, you know, the battery would get more juice when you would accelerate. So my brother and I used to drive it around the college campus. And the horn, when the battery was dying, would go, but then when you hit the throttle, it would go really loud. So we would just rev this thing up, going through the college campus, and it sounded so stupid.
Yeah, I bet it sounded really dumb.
Well, I think your horn sounds charming, Matt.
You haven't heard it.
It's an aggressive horn. You just need enough to say, "Here I am."
So, Beyond Two Souls, the David Cage game.
Yes. So we head back to the Iris Network headquarters, and we are checking in with everyone when we get a transmission.
Wait, we meet the governor first.
Oh yeah, we meet the governor.
The lady who's been like giving us codes and stuff in exchange for the photos. We meet her, and she's like, "Wow, I'm so excited to meet you, Jade." And then you get this. There's a transmission over the radio, and Jade is immediately like, "That's Paige," and they're like, "That's the chief."
Yeah.
But we never knew who it was.
Paige, that's the boss of our whole organization.
Who we've
And
never
he's
met,
like,
and we
"Oink,
only
oink."
take orders from via radio.
Yeah. Oink oink, it's me. Oink oink. I am on
The
the
boss.
Oinkin' Moon. It's me, the boss. I'm on the Oinkin' Moon. What I really need you to do is find Jade and get her, and tell her that me, the boss, is on the Oinkin' Moon, and she'll know what to do.
Oink,
So
oink.
what do you guys think of this amazing twist?
Because I left codes on the soles of my shoes that were
yes,
taken
that's
away
true.
from me by the enemy, but I guess I'll assume Jade has gotten back.
Yeah. Jade needs to get my shoes and bring them back to our house and use the shoes to unlock the hangar, which contains the secret spaceship that I have been hiding from her. And come to the moon and get me. What did you guys think of this twist that Paige was the piggy boss all along?
You know, I'll be honest with you, Vanessa. I thought nothing of it. Nothing this twist.
Yeah, it's fine.
It contextualized why he didn't want Jade to get involved with Iris Network last time.
Did it?
I guess because he's trying to protect her, I think, from...
But wouldn't
being
you want that
involved with
either
his-
way? How does this contextualize that? Him being her father contextualizes that.
Uncle.
Sorry.
Uncle.
Pig uncle.
Piggy uncle. Yeah, her uncle.
Pig uncle father figure.
Well, I mean, I guess that he didn't want her to know that he was involved in revolutionary activity.
But why?
So when the Alpha Squadron comes by and is like, hey, Jade, is anyone here involved in revolutionary activity? She would be able to say, not to my knowledge, with a clear conscience.
That's true.
If you're going to be involved in revolutionary activity, do you need a clear conscience?
Well, but Jade isn't the one who's involved in revolutionary
It allows
activity.
her to have a clear conscience.
She just wanted to save those kids.
But not in life, you know?
Oh, she has a clear conscience in life because all she does is hang around meditating and taking care of orphans.
Yeah.
And got little goat boys.
And
Little goat
allowing
boys
the fascists to win.
She didn't
Well,
know
she thinks
they
the Alpha
were
Section are the good
fascists.
guys.
Yeah, they're the good guys. They say so.
Seems like a pretty fascist society in general.
It is.
Well, I don't know, actually. There is that black market that's just fucking 3 feet away from the entrance to the town that nobody seems to care about.
That's true. So we are determined to go to the moon and rescue Paige.
Yep, gonna fly to the moon. Fly, fly away.
We decide to head back to the lighthouse to find the ship since we already have the boots. But on the way, you can go break into the Alpha Section headquarters. Did either of you do this? It's just a way to get more pearls. And it's kind of a fun stealth section where you're climbing on some rooftops and sneaking past a whole bunch of guards who are hanging around.
It's nice that when you get to the end of these things, they're not like, here's 1 pearl. It's like, here's 10 pearls.
Yeah, you can get a lot at one time. There's also this like elevator that you ride where you have to hide behind boxes because you don't know which side.
Oh yeah, hated this.
The doors will open, and
if somebody sees you, you will get instantly murdered.
Yeah. It is a little bit irritating that there are so many insta-murder stealth sections, but
it's the type of thing that is designed to make you do it more than once. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although I did find with the elevator, if you just kind of hid as close to the camera as you could, like at the end of the box, nobody saw me. So it was fine. So we head back to the lighthouse, but it broke.
Oh no. It's broken.
Yeah, it's destroyed, basically. The Alpha Squadron has been there, or the DOMs, and they have taken all of the little children. They took the little human children, they took the little goat boy, they took all. They did leave behind the sheepdog, which was generous of them. I guess they're only interested in sentient creatures.
Yeah. They left the otter behind.
Yeah, they left the 2-legged otter that toddles around on the rubble of the lighthouse. So we head back. We get another message from Paige, I think, that sort of talks about why the Beluga is there, which is the spaceship, and about how it's connected to Jade's past. I don't know if this was exclusive to the remaster. I know the sort of quest to find out about Jade's past was. And then we're able to enter the codes into 2 terminals that we find hanging behind some bulletin boards and go uncover the Beluga.
Whoa, it's a spaceship and it's behind like a rock wall, and when it opens there's like dramatic music, but then every time you come back it has to reopen with the dramatic music, and it really undercuts itself.
It's really irritating, and once I went back and the Beluga wasn't even there, and it opened with the dramatic music, and then it just opened to nothing because the Beluga was outside.
You have to assume that A, Paige has set this thing to automatically close, and B, that the music is like non-diegetic, that it is part of the world, right? Like It like Paige set up a
programmed it
speaker
in.
and music so that every time the door opened, the music would play. Which is
It's a
weird
total
because
drama
it seems
page.
like he's been working on this thing for several years, so he must be going in there all the time. But it's very loud. You know, it's a big rock door that opens and music plays, and nobody ever noticed that.
I assume he has like another just normal door that you can go through, but he didn't want Jade to have access to that.
Yeah. That's a drama door.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably
So,
like a little
we
pig, like a little doggy door for pigs that you don't notice.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a little pig chute that he puts
Yeah.
himself through to get in.
There's a workbench and it has a flight stabilizer on it, but only one, and we need two, which means we need to go back to the Mama Go garage, buy another flight stabilizer. We also get attacked as we exit the lighthouse by a bunch of flying robots. These are the robots that Jim disliked so much.
Yeah, they're annoying. You have to use your stupid little fucking MDix shooter on them to like knock him down. And it's really hard because the controls are bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
they
I'm
keep
always
moving
taking
around.
fucking pictures instead of shooting this.
I mean, it's not
There's,
really
I think,
hard.
like
It's not like,
3 of
I hate this game hard, but it's like, this sucks. This sucks to do.
Yeah. By this time, I had a lot of hearts, so I was able to take a lot of damage, but it's pretty limiting in the amount of healing items it lets you find, so I really don't like to take damage if I don't have to.
Oh, really? I had so many healing items. In fact, we'll talk about it next week, but I had so fucking many healing items. By the
Every
end of the
time I
game.
go to a little vending machine, I buy everything
Yep.
in the vending machine.
Yep.
There's no
Okay.
reason not to.
When I got
That's
to the
smart.
last boss of the game, I had 10 of the full health restore things.
Yeah, the
Oh,
like K-buffs.
nice.
I have so many like the little buckets of K-buffs. I think I have a ton of them.
And you do want to save those for the last boss, because
That's what I've
we'll
heard.
get to it when we get
Yeah,
to
I
it.
used literally every single one on the last boss. It really makes you think that this game has a lot of different gameplay styles where there's like first person shooty bits and there's third person action bits and there's third person or first person racing bits and there's a flight simulator bit, and not a single one of them is good.
I think
You know?
it's and I
Yeah.
haven't done the flight simulator bit in a long time, but I think it speaks to this game is well made. Like it speaks to the quality of the game that none of those things are like truly fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I don't agree. I think they're mostly pretty terrible.
I mean they
I
can be
think
annoying, but
flying was
they're not like
pretty awful.
impossible to do. You know?
Yeah, they're not impossible, but I don't know that I agree with that. I think that some are worse than others. None of them are very good or fun.
Yeah, I do think it's true that maybe there's too many ideas in this game and they weren't
Yeah.
able to really master any of them.
Yeah, I think
Except
none
for
of them are like
taking
great,
pictures
but
of
I think they're all
animals.
just okay. Yeah, I think pictures of
Mhm.
animals great.
There was, I forgot to mention in the slaughterhouse, that one animal that you can get by getting Double H to hit a button, and it makes like the animal jump up, and you have to time your photograph just right to get
Oh,
it.
really?
I really enjoyed that. Yeah. So we go to Mama Go, we buy the second flight stabilizer, install it, and then we can fly our spaceship. And
Whoa,
it
it
sucks.
sucks. But we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we finishing the game next week or what?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're finishing the game.
I mean, there is not much left.
Nope.
Yeah, normally
Yeah.
normally in the on the penultimate episode of the series we announce the next game, but we still have a vote going on, so it's anybody's game right now.
I mean, it's Heavy Rain's game right now.
Yeah, but I mean,
And,
a few votes would swing it.
I will say that although I did not nominate Heavy Rain, I am excited about its lead at the moment. I'd enjoy
It'll
doing
be a
that for the
fun one
show,
to
I
do for
think.
the show.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
I don't
We always have a
disagree,
good
but
time
I
with
do
David Cage.
really like Fable, and Fable 3's not the best one in the series, obviously, but still fun. And also, I'm very shocked that Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is not the fucking runaway lead.
Yeah, me too. I thought that one would have clinched it.
But it kind of works out because after the vote is going to be a Matt pick, and I am torn between playing a classic RPG that we should definitely do for the show or torturing the three of you. So we'll see.
That's a tough choice.
What? Like, what would be a torture game?
You'll find out.
Okay.
That's doesn't like to say. He likes to keep it a surprise.
Yeah, I do. I'm a surprise boy.
I don't know. He threatened us with playing Thief for years before he finally made us do it.
Yeah,
that's true.
But then I did keep it a secret up until like a week before.
Yeah, you did.
Also, I was torn between that and System Shock 2. So.
Oh yeah. I'd play that.
And I'm glad we didn't do System Shock 2 because then the remaster came out and it rules.
All right, so yeah, next time we're going to finish Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Black and White.
Matt, what are you squarely against?
Whew, boy, that's tough because a lot. And I can't talk about the flight controls because we can't fly yet. I guess. Fuck, I don't know. I don't have anything.
Okay.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
What about you, Vanessa?
I'm triangularly for everything that happened to this chunker. It's bland. This is very bland. It's okay. There were moments that I was like, hey, this is fun. And then there were a lot of moments where I was like, oh.
Yes, I really kind of enjoyed the little mini dungeons in the pedestrian area that had different kind of stealth elements and things like that. I wish in some ways the game was more like that, more like just give me a kind of a tinier area to explore.
Yeah.
I found the slaughterhouse a little bit too long.
Super long.
I think both of the dungeons that we've done so far have been long, like long as hell.
Mm-hmm. And it maybe just needs a little bit more to break it up with. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, it's weird because they do break it up. It's broken up with first-person shootery stuff and third-person combat-y stuff and hover car stuff, but none of it's good, so it doesn't feel like it's broken up. It just feels like a slog.
I also think that taking away Paige and giving us Double H was a mistake. I understand they needed to bridge the pig to give us a lot of motivation.
Yeah, but, come on. They didn't have to do that.
Yeah, Double H just isn't an exciting character to be hanging out with.
They could have just kidnapped the kids at the beginning, and then it could have been you and Paige getting the kids back. Oh,
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that would have worked really well, I think.
Yeah. And we would have gotten to spend more time with Paige and understand him more as a character.
Yeah, we want to be with our pig. We love pig. As far as bullshit minigames in this chunker, Matt, do you want to talk a little bit about the Looters Cavern races? Because I didn't do those, but I know you did.
Yeah, they're annoying. They're races, but they're they're races. That's what they are. But they're keep up with the thing and avoid the obstacle races and not, pass all of the other racers' races. But it's basically the same idea. And then when you get to the end, you blow up the looter. The looter steals 50 credits from you. And then at the end, you get it back. I don't know. It's not much. It's something.
Do you get pearls?
Do you get a pearl? I think maybe you do get a pearl from each one.
We love pearls.
Yes. I guess. I mean, the game forces you to get these pearls.
And Jade's special memories, I guess we can talk about next time.
No, we can't. Yeah, we have to because A, next week's going to be short as hell, so we better save it. And B, you can't do some of them until you have the ship.
You're right. And I think that you can play more Ski-Doo or whatever it's called, table tennis. So I got a message from that shark and was like, hey, I got another pearl. Come play more table tennis. I'm like, no, thank you.
Whoa. Jim, did you do that?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Whoa.
I don't check my email very often.
You talked like you were the fucking best at this ever, and there's more?
I mean, I was good at it. I haven't gotten a chance to be good at it again.
That's a really healthy attitude, actually.
Thanks.
It is.
Start approaching more things with that. This is my chance to be good at something, rather than here's an opportunity for failure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Great life coaching, as always. All right.
We're gonna level
Next
up
time
now.
next time we're gonna finish the game, and now is the time when we level up. Who wants to go
Whoa.
first?
Who are you pointing
Jim.
at? Me? I'll go first. I saw the movie Fantastic Four last week and
Whoa.
thought it was
Oh,
pretty good. It didn't have the highs of Superman as like a movie going
because
experience,
they
but
they can't fly as high. They can't.
yeah, exactly. Well, I mean,
The Galactus looks
Johnny
pretty
Storm
cool.
could. Galactus is pretty
Storm
cool.
can't fly as high as Superman. Come on.
That's true. He can't go in space. Can't have fire in space.
Can't have fire in space.
I feel like
But,
I've
yeah, it
seen
was-
Johnny Storm in space, but you know.
Yeah, me too.
Logically,
yeah,
what
the
you say
movie-
makes sense.
Yeah, the movie was good. I thought they really nailed the cast. It was a smart idea, I think, to make Ben more like soft spoken, but still like outspoken. He's played like a little more sensitively in this one, and I think that really works for the character, and makes him less of like a one note kind of like tough guy, like kind of like he was in the other when Michael Chiklis played him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought the movie was really good, and I enjoyed it. What else? I finished the audio book of the novel The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. It's about a Blackfoot, a member of the Blackfoot tribe, and I think it starts in the 1860s, and he, through no fault of his own, gets turned into a vampire. And the book is about that happening to him, and he decides that with his, the fact that he can't die and he needs to drink blood, that he's going to kill as many of the buffalo hide hunters that hunted the buffalo to extinction as he can. So that's a big chunk of the novel. There's also another narrative that is told through other chapters that takes place in like 1912. Where he calls it his confession. He's recounting this tale of him in the last 50 years to a priest in Montana. So there's
So
a
he's
whole
like giving an
narrative around
interview.
that. Yeah, it's an interview with indigenous vampire.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. Oh man, it's so good. All the differences in the two narratives are really distinct, and both voices are really, really interesting. There's a ton of cool vampire stuff. Like they have a really kind of a unique take on what a vampire would do after he just like sucked an entire human worth of blood, like what his body would do. There's an interesting thing where if you're a vampire, you can eat animals and stuff, but if you eat them too much, you start to take on characteristics of that animal.
Oh,
That's interesting.
yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, and there's some cool stuff that the book does with that. So yeah, I would say check it out. It is a horror novel. Stephen Graham Jones is not afraid to get super gory. So there are like some scenes in the books that are pretty gross. But I would say check it out if you're into that kind of thing. Even as just like a work of historical fiction, it's really interesting because it does reference like real things that happened out there and actual people. So if that's your thing, check it out. Matt, how did you level up, buddy?
Let me think for a minute. Let's see. What did I do? Well, I did watch that new Happy Gilmore movie. That's right, Happy Gilmore 2. It is okay. You know what I mean? It definitely had some laughs that weren't bad. I laughed. It does this weird thing where it will like a character will show up that was in the original movie, and it'll do a flashback that is just a scene from the original movie, which is bizarre. Absolutely fucking bizarre. This is Happy Gilmore 2, not Happy Gilmore 15. So the fact that they felt like they had to like show scenes from the like it's real fucking weird. It's weird. And then the end of the movie, there is like kind of a tournament. I won't say much. I don't want to spoil, even though I don't think it matters for something like this. But I did fall asleep for the last like 10 or 15 minutes, and I did not feel like I needed to watch. I did not feel like I needed to watch that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't catch up the next day. What did I miss? Who cares? It's fucking garbage. It started. I felt like it started off funny, like pretty funny, and then just by the end, I just did not give a shit what was happening. So like real fucking thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb right in the middle. Like I don't know. Yeah. Well, if you like Happy Gilmore, you watch it. It's a thing that exists. It's not necessary.
I've never seen Happy Gilmore.
That's crazy. That movie's fucking great.
The original's pretty good.
You know what else I watched? I watched the original Superman because I got Superman on the brain after watching the new Superman, and that movie sucks. It's not good, and I don't really like it. I get that the first hour when it's all about like Marlon Brando on Krypton, and like I don't think it is an extreme take. And young Superman coming to grips with who he is pretty good. And then the very minute actual Superman shows up on screen, it's one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe people like this. It's insane. Then it ends with him going back in time and saving Lois Lane. And it makes no sense. Oh my God. It's terrible. That's a bad movie. And people should be ashamed of themselves for liking it.
People love that movie.
Yeah,
People
well, they're wrong.
that movie.
Yeah, well, people love Donald Trump, and people can be wrong about things. I love Batman versus Superman, but at least I can say that I love it, but it's terrible, you know? I'm superior. It's bad.
That's what every Snyder Bros says to themselves.
Well, except for they're wrong. I finished up the Murderbot series. I have been talking about it on the show. It's very good. I really loved it. I guess I probably won't talk about it again until the new one comes out next year. But I just want to give that one more push. Like if you have any interest, that is just such a good series. The majority of them are novellas. One's a longer version. It's a novel, but they're just great. Like it's just a great series that everybody should check out. I've talked about it a bunch and I'm not going to belabor it again, but Murderbot, wow, very good. I got Kindle Unlimited for $1 for 3 months, and I got it specifically to finally read the Murderbot books because they're like $10 a piece, and his novellas that are like 50 pages. I couldn't bring myself to pay for them. It sucks because it's not like I don't want to support the author, but what are you going to do? It's just, I just value for dollar. Couldn't bring myself to do it, but worth it. Definitely worth it. I read the first book in the Bobaverse series. It's called We Are Legion, parentheses, We Are Bob. And it's another kind of comedy-ish sci-fi, not really comedy, but like dramedy, maybe, I don't know, about a modern guy that sells his company for a lot of money and then signs a contract with a cryogenic freezing company and then dies and has his head frozen and then wakes up like 120 years later to find out that his brain has been imprinted onto a computer and he's like I don't know, like an AI, but like a human AI, and then is then sent out into space to explore the galaxy, to find new planets, to find new habitable zones.
That's kind of the plot of the video game Soma.
Yeah, but this is weird. Like it's like hundreds of years pass through the course of the first book as he gets out into space and then starts creating clones of himself. They're not clones, they're like new ships that are going to go off. That's his like directive, is to multiply and expand, and it is interesting. And it's fun because like the first third of the book is all from the main character's perspective, but then once he clones himself, it's all first person, but it starts switching to the other versions of himself. So there's Bob, and then there's Bill, and then there's Riker, and there's Calvin, and there's, I don't know, like they all get different names, and a lot of them are references, Luke and Gandalf and Garfield and whatever. But it's really interesting in that it is not like the story of like a person in, like a situation in science fiction. It is like it feels like it's a longer term thing of exploring the galaxy. I read the first one. I did like it, but I don't know. It also kind of grated on me. The main character's kind of annoying, and that's tough when that's the only perspective you're going to get. But I'll probably pick up the second one. And lastly, I am about halfway through a novella that Tracy, our patron, recommended called Every Heart a Doorway. I'm going to very quickly pull up the author's name, even though I didn't do that for the Bobaverse stuff, by Shannon McGuire. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, Every Heart a Doorway, which is a kind of portal. It's about a school for wayward children, but all of the children are kids that have fallen through a portal fantasy style portal into like a Neverland or a Wonderland or a Oz. And I'm only about halfway through it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm definitely going to finish it. It's really good. It's really interesting. If that sounds more your speed, I really recommend checking that out. I don't have a ton to say about it yet because I haven't finished it, but I really like the setup. So, Every Heart a Doorway, pretty cool. Pretty good idea. Fun, interesting idea, And I guess that's how I leveled up. And finally, I believe Vanessa has to level up.
Too.
And she said she was going to talk about Mamma Mia.
I did, and I'm just going to go through a breakdown of the plot, the characters, the themes, the music, and finally my feelings about it as a whole. But first, I will talk about a few other movies that I have been watching. I can't remember if I mentioned Heads of State on the show or not. I know I talked to you guys about it, but it could have been...
You definitely did not mention it on the show.
I don't think you mentioned it on the show. Yeah.
So I've been watching a lot of sort of par to subpar to above par action movies, and landing right in the middle of the pack is Heads of State. This is John Cena and Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah.
And the plot is John Cena is the President of the United States. Idris Elba is the Prime Minister. And
Prime Minister of England?
Yes, of England. And they have to go on a action adventure together.
That's fun.
Like a buddy comedy.
I really like both those actors.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked them too. I thought it was really fun. It's... it doesn't take itself seriously. It's a silly film. It's got some good action.
With that kind of premise, it should not.
Yeah, I think they had good chemistry together. It's definitely one of those like, oh, we don't like each other, but we're gonna have to go through this thing together, and then
kind of like is that
to work together things.
Cannonball Run, is that the one with Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro, where they're like Robert De Niro's a cop who's transporting criminal Charles Grodin across the country, and they have to like put up with one another, kind of like that.
I think I've seen that, but it sounds fantastic.
It's one of the best movies of the 80s.
I also watched The Amateur, which is Rami Malek as a CIA agent who...
I watched that too.
Decides to go on a mission of revenge across Europe. I didn't think it was great. It had some good kind of like Hitman style setups for his revenges because he's not an action guy, he's a computer guy. It also kind of fell into the 90s trope of like computer is magic, and Everyone can like hack anything.
There's one scene where he's like, we got the computer based on what we know about the crime scene to make a recreation of it. And the recreation that he pulls up on this like computer projection is just the scene from the movie where the actors are in it. And it's like, that's just the movie.
But if you have a high tolerance for silly action movies, it's fine. There's nothing particularly objectionable about it.
One other thing, I liked seeing Lawrence Fishburne in it. Lawrence Fishburne plays like the CIA assassin teacher. But at the same time, when he starts chasing Rami Malek, spoilers, he chases Rami Malek around. He chases Rami Malek around, but he's like he's like 70 years old. Like, he's not super threatening. Like, he's not moving. In most of the scenes, he's sitting down. Like,
and
I always say, man, John really coined a phrase on this show. When I think he was talking about Samuel L. Jackson, maybe, or was it
his sitting down phase of his career?
His sitting down phase of his career. And it's wild to me that since he said that like 5 fucking years ago, I see it more and more with these older actors that like they just can't fucking stop casting them as the main character in things that they just should not fucking be in.
Yeah, that was Lawrence Fishburne in this movie. Like, in every scene, he's like sitting at a bar, or he's in a car, or he's like sitting at a desk.
Yeah, or just the thing that springs to mind is that Captain America Brave New World, which I love Harrison Ford, but boy, he's not necessarily sitting down in all of his scenes, but he is definitely just standing in one place and not doing much.
He is planted.
I love you, but please stop being in things. Go fucking hang out with your grandchildren.
Harrison Ford loves smoking weed and flying an airplane, man. I mean, no, don't do those things at the same time, but retire and do those things separately at different times.
Do them at the same time. What do I care?
Yeah.
I mean, he already has crashed one plane.
I just saw some quote from him, and he's like, yeah, things in the country are kind of really far to the right now, and they should be in the center. And I was like,
I
okay,
saw
Grandpa.
that too. Yeah, it wasn't real like Andy Griffith would have said that.
Yeah, that's real. I don't want to admit that I voted for a psychopathic fascist, but like, I'm not happy about what's going on.
I poked my head up one day and saw everyone was really angry, and I don't really know any other context of what's going on.
All right. Vanessa, you're not getting out of your level up without talking about your new Odenkirk obsession.
Oh, yeah.
I am so late to this party, but I watched Nobody, and I really enjoyed it.
You're less late than I am. I have not seen it.
I thought it was fantastic, and I
Really?
highly recommend it. Yeah, I think it's on Prime, maybe?
It is on Prime.
Where I saw it. I know Nobody 2 is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I've been seeing
that kind of
ads.
inspired me to take a look at the first one. I loved it.
But the previews for Nobody 2 look terrible.
They do look fucking terrible.
I'm on vacation!
I'm just dad on vacation. Don't punch me. Wait, I'm going to punch you.
Vanessa's mom loved it too. To be fair, the original Roadhouse is one of her favorite movies, so she
That's
definitely
one of my favorite movies.
she
Also,
loves
Matt,
action films.
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Matt, this might lock up you watching the movie, but it also co-stars Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, man,
yes,
I thought you were
in
gonna
a
say
sitting
Patrick
down
Swayze.
role.
In a real sitting. This is where they wheeled this guy out of the nursing home for this. He looks old as hell.
That does not lock it up for me. To be honest with you, that makes me want to see it less.
It kind of makes you sad a little bit.
Sit.
Yeah.
No, I really liked it, and I was aware of Bob Odenkirk. I haven't watched Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, but I knew sort of more of him because of his connection to like the LA comedy scene.
Mr. Show.
And Mr. Show. I didn't know that he had been a writer for Saturday Night Live, and I didn't know that he wrote that Van Down by the River sketch that Chris Farley is in. It's one of, I think, the best SNL sketches of all time. So if you haven't seen that recently, look it up and think about your pal Bob Odenkirk.
He's also known as one of the guys back in the day who was passing around the like VHS copies of The Room and like forcing people to watch it because it was so terrible when nobody had ever heard of it. Yeah, so he's like partly responsible for that like taking off because he would sit people down and be like, "You need to watch this movie."
Yeah. So yeah, I guess as you guys said, now I'm in love with Bob Odenkirk. Again, I never think that I am, and then you guys, let me know. Oh, you mentioned Bob Odenkirk one time. You must be obsessed with him. So, yep, my new celebrity crush, Bob Odenkirk.
Well, like you had mentioned seeing nobody and liking it, and then I think I was streaming the next day, and you're like, "Yeah, I was just reading about Bob Odenkirk." And did you know? It's like, can we stop talking about Bob Odenkirk for 1 second?
Well, I didn't know anything about Bob Odenkirk, and once I saw nobody, I had to find some things out. I played a game that I really wanted to like, but did not, called Mythwrecked. This is on Game Pass. It's a puzzle game about being shipwrecked on an island with a bunch of Greek gods. I love Greek mythology, and I tend to like puzzle games, but this game was pretty repetitive in its puzzles, and it also has a really small map that you double back on many, many times. And it's like I don't know if they sort of ran out of time or if they wanted it to be more of like a life simulation game, but didn't really have enough to do that. The puzzles are insultingly simple, I would say. So it really is more of a maybe like an interactive novel than anything else, but with a bunch of filler of like, go here and get this thing, and go here and get this thing. The art style is cool. It's not voiced. It has like a few lines here and there, but it's not fully voiced. Not really worth checking out unless you are really looking for like a time passer. I did play the whole thing. It's like a 10-hour game.
Not bad.
But yeah, it didn't ever quite pay off.
What other game did you play all of?
The other game I played all of is Volcano Princess, which I did talk about on this show.
Yeah.
I think. Last time I had said that I wasn't sure if I was going to play the new game pluses to get the ultimate super best Volcano Princess ending, but I did. It took, I think, 4 cycles of the game for me to get the ending where I did become the volcano goddess and married 5 men at the same time. So
Nice.
Is that a harem? Is it a harem if they're men too?
Yes.
reverse harem.
Reverse harem. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if actually they were lawfully wed. I'm unsure of the laws in Volcano Princess Kingdom, but it ended up being pretty fun. If you like princess simulators, you'll like it. It did have its translation issues. Somebody did like a search and replace for the name Lee, so that means anytime the word sleep comes up, it is very odd. It says like P or something like that. But I'm sure they all did their best, and it's less offensive than other Princess Simulator games, although not entirely unoffensive. I think you can become like a quote unquote courtesan or, sort of escort of various gentlemen. And I got super into a new TV series, and by new, I mean very old TV series, which is available on YouTube called UK's Portrait Artist of the Year. There's about 4 or 5 seasons, Portrait Artist of the Year. What it is they get like 10 different portrait artists. They show up at a museum. They're broken into groups, 3 different groups. They are introduced to a British celebrity, and they're given 4 hours to paint that person's portrait. Then at the end of the contest...
What's an example of a British celebrity? Like
Dorks from Taskmaster?
Yeah, like Greg Davies or...
Wait, how old is this?
I think the earliest one was like 2013. So it's like
Oh,
2013,
is Gordon
2014.
Ramsay on it?
I haven't seen him yet, but he would be fantastic. He has a great
Ooh,
face.
yeah,
He
that'd be
has all
great.
those lines. David Tennant was on it. Um,
Oh,
Alan
from
Cumming was
Morbius.
on it. Yeah,
Oh, from
from GoldenEye.
yeah. What's the show that we watch? I can't remember now.
Traders.
Yeah, from The Traders.
Yeah. Uh, if you're interested in painting, I would recommend it. It's really fun to see different people's styles. They're mostly painters, but sometimes they have people who work in pencils or charcoal or even mixed media. And it's very calming, which has been what I have needed lately. Thus ends my level up.
Wow, we did it.
Nice. How do you feel like? I mean, do you just love Bob Odenkirk? Like, wait? I think the question is, are you gonna go see Nobody 2?
I'm not going to go see Nobody 2.
But you're going to see it in
However,
theaters.
I will watch it when it is available for me to see in my home. That's my current attitude towards Nobody 2. Listen,
He is
Bob
also
Odenkirk,
in The Bear as well. So
Is
if
he?
you're looking for a reason to watch The Bear,
What, like
yeah,
season 3?
he's in he's in the few flashbacks in season 2, I think, and then he's in more in season 3. I think he's a lot more in this most recent season.
tried a little bit of The Bear, couldn't get super into it. Here's the thing about Bob Odenkirk. He seems fine. He seems nice. He seems like a hard worker. He seems funny. He seems like a reasonable director. He has not been on Taskmaster, so my interest in him can only go so far. Um, there is a
I
walled
saw
garden
I
around
saw an
my
interview
heart.
with oh sorry I saw an interview with Bob Odenkirk the other day with Mike Birbiglia, like on his podcast, and he asked him like, who are you jealous of, and he gave like the sweetest dad answer I've ever heard in my life. He's like, I'm jealous of anyone with little kids. He's like, because when I was a dad, I felt like I had a purpose and I was useful, and he's like, now I'm an old man and my kids are grown. I like wrestle with that feeling all
Aw,
the time. And I was like, that's such an
oh,
honest answer.
Bob. I'll give you some more little kids. I mean,
Yeah.
say, there's a walled garden around my heart, and only people who have been on Taskmaster may enter.
Wow. Well, I mean,
That's
the
just the way it
Americans are
is.
breaking through. Who knows? He's like a improv sketch comedy guy, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's
He
aware
could
of
be
it.
on Taskmaster.
He could be. I have no doubt that if he called them up and he was like, "Oh, hey, it's me, Bob Odenkirk. Can I come be on Taskmaster?" They would allow him to in a moment.
You know, if they were to ever, and I know they won't, but if they were to ever like revive the U.S. Taskmaster, Bob Odenkirk would be the perfect host for it.
Pretty great, yeah.
Yeah,
But do you mean in the Greg role or the Alex role?
Greg role.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a sit-down job.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't say he's in the sit-down phase of his career. He's punching dudes like he's ripped in that first Nobody movie.
Yeah, and I think he directed and wrote it, so he can't even
Yeah,
say that anyone's forcing him to do it. He forced himself.
yeah. He got in super good shape. Like, there's scenes in that movie where he's doing like 10 pull-ups in a row. Like, how are you doing that?
Why are we still talking about this?
That's true. We are kind of going
Because
on about
nobody
it.
has explained the Patreon, and would you please do that, Matt?
No. We have a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/squarerootspodcast, where you can check out all of our hot bonus content. We have 2 tiers. There's a $3 tier. That's right. We're not fucking selling ourselves for $1. There's a $3 tier where you can listen to all of our bonus episodes. There are over 100 at this point, covering video games, movies, stupid games that we play, other kinds of movies. I don't know. We're dumb. We do all sorts of stuff. Speaking of, Maybe the new one will be out on time, but probably not. Maybe the new one will be out by the time this episode comes out, but maybe not. So it'll come out.
Sign up to the Patreon to find out.
Yeah, well, at the $5 tier, you can vote on games, and there is a vote going on right now for the next game we're going to play after the next episode of this show. So if you want to have a say, there are 4 options. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, amazing choice. Fable 3, phenomenal choice. Enslaved, Journey to the West, a choice. And Heavy Rain, the current lead, and what is fucking happening? Guess we'll find out next time on Square Roots. Anyway, go check that out. And every week we like to thank some of our patrons, but nobody has updated our Patreon list since Johnny quit the show. So I would like to thank Josh Rose, Sean Walsh, Soul Wagner, Sora's Key Bump Blade, Chris Sasaki, Andy Best, Eric Pidkamy, Fresh Eyes, RP Siege, and Daniel Wood.
I'd like to thank Himbo Baggins.
Me. I want to do it.
Neighbor.
I want to do it.
Okay.
Okay. I want to thank Himbo Baggins. Julie gets a special shout out this week because she asked me to dog sit her dog this weekend, and I'm not available, and I feel kind of bad about it. Sorry, Bailey. Jaybird, friend of DeSoto, Aaron O'Toole, Militant Decency, Kodab Games, AJL, Joshua W. Roxon, Amanda Douglas, and Keysby Knight.
I'd like to thank Jason Timms, Stephen Paget for Square Roots Podcast. I'm Stim Stanks. I am Seth G, Jake Dickerson, Hexagon, Ryan, Butts on Parade, Respectable Name, and John B. Quaker Oatman. That's it for this episode of Square Roots. If you'd like to send us an email, our email address is squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Come join our cool Facebook group. It's called the Square Roots Podcast Group for smart, cool, very attractive people. Or find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for our Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes. All right. For Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Vanessa.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.